They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Utah State Aggies, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Powell. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Unloads to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Oh, he wants it all. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
The offense is trying to put the defense on their heels. In the second play of the drive, they completed a big one. And on the third play, they take another shot. Didn't come up with that one, but wouldn't surprise me if they tried again here.
And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Buys a little time. Going to try to get it himself. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run, but that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. On target over the middle. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Aggies trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Just about picked off in the end zone, and that would have put a stop to this scoring threat. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. This defense needing this energy from the crowd, and a goal. Touchdown, Utah State! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10-15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Nash. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. To the air on 1st down. Got his man in the middle. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the 1st. That 1st quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the 2nd. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to go up top. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. To the air on second down. This one's complete. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Going for 6. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads it left. Complete downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. He's out of bounds at the 12-yard line, and that is why explosive plays can change games. They got the explosive play now to finish the deal. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. Let's it fly. And he's got it. Touchdown, Utah State.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Trying to get behind the defense. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, after that incompletion.
Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game out. Completed less than 50% of his passes there.
Gonna take a shot at this DB. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Pressure coming. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. This should be the last play of the quarter. Dances away to buy time. He's got an open man. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Behind the chains now on second and long. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Bunch formation for these receivers. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Stopped at the 44, the defense coming up with a big interception.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's taking a deep shot. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Boy, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives, as hard as that is to do right now, having lost a couple back-to-back, because this team has good players, and they've got good schemes on both sides of the ball. Just things have not gone their way. They just need to make a few more plays to turn this thing around.
Yeah, and then they can do it, and they will do it. Listen, you got to get the players right. You got to get those guys in there believing. This is part of what happens. You got to take a few lumps sometimes, take those losses. But this team's going to figure it out. You can tell they got the right stuff.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.